want to move on and talk about another kind of issue that can come up, a set of curricular issues. We are designing our curriculum, including what we're going to teach and how we're going to teach. Very different kinds of decisions will be made based on the value weights that we've assigned to the 6 things on the list over here. For example, suppose we're teaching chemistry and we're at the high school level. We might say our goal as knowledge people is for people in the chemistry unit, by the time they are done it, to know the periodic table from helium on through whatever the heaviest element is. To know all of the valences and the atomic weights and the molecular weights and all of the appropriate things there, to have that thing memorized and be very fluid at being able to recall all of the elements and so forth. Now, if by contrast we are a method person, we might not be as interested in students memorizing the periodic table and having that at their fingertips. We might be much more interested in their ability to do the chemical calculations. Can they take the formulas for molecular weight under this, that, or the other circumstances and do the calculations? Can we say, if we take this chemical and this chemical here, we put them in various combinations at these temperatures, what's going to happen as a result of the processes? So the student might not come to know all of the elements of the periodic table, but nonetheless the student has a good working knowledge of the methods that one is supposed to use. If we're a skills person, we might be much more interested in lab experience. And so we want the students to be able to go into the lab, to be able to say, actually to use the apparatus in a very hands-on way and in a safe way. And so rather than just memorizing various formulas or knowing the atomic weight of oxygen and so on, to have them be able to go into the classroom and take a sample of air and go through the skillful process of actually isolating a pure sample of air and then doing the various operations to measure it, as chemists will do. All right, so when we're doing our chemistry then, to what extent are we emphasizing knowledge of chemical truths, chemical methods, or chemical skills? Different chemistry professors and chemistry teachers are going to emphasize different things over the course of the semester or a year, depending on what their top value is. Let me switch my example a little bit to focus on individuality and socialization issues. Suppose we're phys ed teachers and we're including, say, tennis in our curriculum. It's spring, we want the students to go outside and play tennis. Do we have them play singles? Do we have them play doubles? Well, if we're a social person, then all of this physical activities that we're going to have them do will involve team sports, because we want them to learn the skills, but we also want to emphasize the social elements and the teamwork issues that go on. And we might not have individual sports at all on our curriculum. On the other hand, if we are individualists and we think that we want students to learn that whether they succeed or not is primarily a matter of their own individual efforts, and that for their successes they get the praise, and for their failures the bottom line is that they can't blame anybody but themselves in the final analysis, then in our phys ed curriculum we're going to emphasize individualistic activities and teach the student those individual skills, and of course also the individual traits that go along. All right, so that's an example of curricular issues that can be affected by socialization or individuality.